So I want to do this driving thoughts today about people's mindset on money and how, if you want to acquire personal and financial freedom, you have to change your mind and your views and your beliefs about money and about people who are wealthy and successful. Because there's a number of notions that you have to dismiss, okay? First of all, it's okay to love money. Our society thinks that if you want to acquire money and you're focused on wealth building, that they place all these negative connotations on that. It's interesting though, if a person is collecting, stamps or coins or, Beanie Babies or anything that people collect today, right? Beer cans, I don't know, whatever people collect, road signs, license plates. You can be passionate about something and collect those things and put time and money into it, and nobody questions it. Nobody puts any negative connotations on it. You can be super passionate about pro football, right? So passionate that you spend 15 hours a week in your fantasy football league, and you're having meetings with people over it. You may even go online and betting on football games. Nobody thinks there's anything wrong with that. But when you talk about your love for money and how you're focused on whatever, the stock market or your e-commerce business or your real estate portfolio or owning a business, people think all these negative things. So the first thing I want to tell you is, if you are really passionate about acquiring, wealth and income and passive income and assets and increasing your net worth, it is okay. Okay, stop feeling guilty about it and stop worrying about what other people are going to think. If you want that success in the financial world for the right reasons and you do it the right way, then it is okay. In fact, it's a wonderful thing. People should want to be productive and successful and abundant. People should want prosperity, abundance, growth, and expansion. And if you don't, that's actually not okay, in my opinion. People say, money's the root of all evil. I don't think so. I don't see millionaires and billionaires robbing banks. Okay, most of the people that are committing crimes are people who don't have money. Sure, there are dishonest people who create Ponzi schemes and steal millions of dollars from investors, but believe me, that is a rarity. That's not the norm. So let's talk about these negative myths you need to get rid of. First of all, if you want money and you love money and you want to obtain personal and financial freedom, it doesn't mean you're shallow. That's one of the things when people say, oh, that's so shallow. Why is it shallow that you want personal and financial freedom? I want personal and financial freedom so I can help people less fortunate than me, so I can take care of my family in any situation, and so that I can spend my life doing the things I love doing when I do them, when I want to do them, okay? There's nothing shallow about that. I don't want to own a $10 million mansion and drive the most expensive sport cars in the world. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not why I want a lot of money. So you're not shallow if you want a lot of money. Second myth is you're not materialistic. Yes, there are people out there that just want a lot of money so they can drive a Lamborghini. Well, if that's your reason, okay, that is materialistic. But if you have good reasons and a good why and a good how for acquiring money, and you're doing it honestly and ethically and bringing value to other people when you do it, that's not materialistic. So get rid of this notion that if you want a lot of money, you're materialistic. That's BS. Second thing that people are going to say is, and a lot of people think this, that rich people are greedy and selfish. Again, that's a bunch of baloney. Most people that are successful and have a lot of money give back. They make charitable donations. They support nonprofits. Okay, they employ people and give jobs and create jobs. They've acquired that money by giving good value back to society with their products and services. So people that are rich or people that want to be rich are not selfish and greedy. That's a bunch of crap. The next thing is, This drives me nuts, that anybody who's got a lot of money is dishonest. They're a criminal, they're a crook. There are people who are dishonest at all levels of life, okay? Some of the poorest people in the world are dishonest, and some of the richest people are dishonest. Dishonesty has nothing to do with your net worth or your income. It has to do with your character and your personality. Most people that I know that are financially successful are not dishonest. And if anybody tells you that, just laugh and ignore it. Trust me. It's the other thing. People say, like, money's the root of all evil. And they're going to tell you, oh, once you get rich or once you're successful, once you have a lot of money, you'll be a bad person. You'll be arrogant and you'll start being unethical. That's baloney. First of all, I can't tell you that me being very honest and ethical is what's driving a lot of my wealth creation. So that's baloney, okay? It's not going to ruin you as a person. If you're dishonest, you're dishonest. Money isn't going to change that. If you want to be wealthy and be successful, you actually need to become more honest and more ethical. A couple of more myths that I want to dispel is how people say nice guys finish last. And they say, I'm going up a cobblestone road right now, so my car is shaking. So that's why my voice is shaking during this driving thoughts. But anyway, they say, nice guys finish last and no good deed goes unpunished. Again, two more bullshit statements about being successful. I go out of my way and bend over backwards to bring people value and to help people out. And I can tell you, the more I do that, the better my life gets. And the more wealth I create, the more income I create, the more assets I acquire. So trust me, when you hear people saying that, that's such a farce. And they're just saying that because they're not successful. I'm not talking about giving your social security number and your bank account number and your credit cards to a stranger to help them out. Okay, that's foolish. That's not doing a good deed. But I have tenants that can't pay their rent because they're sick, and I work with them until they get healthy and get back to work. And 99% of them get back to work and get caught up on their rent, okay? I do special things for my real estate agents. I meet and have coffee with people all the time and mentor and coach them, and I don't get a dime for it. This notion that if you do good things, you're going to finish last, it's the opposite. The more good things you do, the more wealth you're going to build, okay? And the more favors you do for people, the more wealth you're going to build. I actually jump at the opportunity to do a favor for somebody, because the more favors you do and the more good things you do for people, the law of attraction is going to get fired up in a positive way and bring all this good stuff into your life. And if you're focused on wealth building, law of attraction is going to reward you in the wealth building category because you do good things for other people, okay? You do good deeds. You do pay it forward. You do help people out. So that notion of, oh, nice people finish last and no good deed goes unpunished, that's garbage. So I hope this helps you get your mind straight about money. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'll stand on a mountaintop and shout it out. I love money because it is allowing me to do the things I want to do for other people, my family, and myself. It's giving me a high level of personal and financial freedom. And it's that personal freedom that I'm after, that I do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, with who I want to do it with. And when you get to that point in life, life is super enjoyable. And money and passive income and net worth and assets and revenue, that's what creates that personal and financial freedom. I've mentioned this before. I go to bed at night knowing that when I wake up, I'm going to have more money than when I went to bed. I literally make money now when I sleep. That's a great feeling. I don't have to punch the clock anymore and trade my time for money. So that's why I love money, not because I want to own a mansion or a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari. I don't care about that stuff, okay? So get this straight in your head. It is okay to desire and love money.